Welcome back. When it comes to getting ideal sleep, a recent study found sleep regularity matters more than how long you actually sleep. Studies also show we spend a little over 9,000 days or 26 years of our lives sleeping. Imagine that. So what are some of the best sleeping habits for a longer life? For some tips, we're joined by founder of Majestic Beds in Royal Oak, Martens. Thanks a lot for coming in this morning, Alan.
My pleasure.
So first off, just give us a general idea. Why is a good night's sleep so important?
Basically, and there was a study by Ford Hospital in 2012, and they measured that sleep disruption or being deprived of sleep made you actually more sensitive to pain. So if you were based on, your pain's associated with symptoms, you actually started feeling worse. And the more the pain sensitivity grew, the more sleep deprived you became and more fatigued you became.
Yeah, we're all trying to avoid pain, so that's definitely something you want to get a good night's sleep then.
Yeah.
So now, everybody likes a different kind of mattress. When you talk about the pain, you have to find the right mattress for yourself, correct?
Right.
Yeah, so how do you go about doing that?
Basically, there's two really good ways to do that. First, when you go into any store to look at as far as a bed, lay on your back, make sure your hips are dropping or being enveloped by the mattress, and you can feel the support in your lumbar. Because if your muscles relax as you fall asleep, your lumbar will flatten out, and that creates a lot of lower back stress. So you want to feel that support. When you roll over on your side, your shoulders and hips should be perpendicular and your spine should be straight. So if there's too much counter pressure on your shoulder, it will contort your spine. And that's going to create all kinds of stress on your shoulder and your major joints. Your spine's now contorted, your muscles groups are stressed, your heart and your circulation is starting to be restricted, your sleep is disrupted, and you get absolutely no rest because your body is in such stress.
All right, let's talk about some of the samples you brought in front of us. What are you trying to show with these?
Basically, I was in healthcare, and this original topper was designed for cancer patients for joint pain and night sweats. It's patented. We use it in our mattresses and our toppers. And so for anybody with any kind of chronic back pain, I deal with anything associated with the spine, joint issues, even Parkinson's, MS, MD. This creates pressure relief so that when they lay on their back, it's not creating counter pressure, and so it doesn't constrict the chest and make it harder to breathe. So the body relaxes, it encourages deeper, more restorative sleep, and that's what all our studies have found.
Yeah, and when you push on that, you can't feel the desk underneath. So
that's correct.
There's a lot of padding in there and pressure relief.
Oh, yeah.
Now, curious, how often should people be replacing their mattresses? Because sometimes that gets overlooked.
Well, here's what happened. Starting in 2001, I found out from a major supplier that every major brand had redesigned their compounds or their components in their mattress so that it would break down faster because they want to sell you more mattresses during your lifetime. Well, when this starts breaking down, that's when the comfort layers start breaking down. It starts creating, again, pressure on your joints. It contorts your spine. You start getting disrupted sleep. You're feeling terrible in the morning. And the thing is, people will wake up, and the signs are first you're sore, then stiffness sets in, and then pain sets in. And we ignore these things by taking ibuprofens and the like. But the thing is, well, it's my lot in life. This is the way I'm going to be the rest of my life. And the fact of the matter is, it's usually the mattress. We had a veteran that came in that had back injury, and he'd been sleeping on a major brand, and we did a comparison on a pressure mapping system because that's how we measure our beds to decide whether or not we're going to sell them based on certain symptoms. And he goes, well, I just hurt, because he almost ended up in a wheelchair for the rest of his life. He laid on the bed, we positioned him, and he looked at me and he goes, I don't hurt anymore.
That's fantastic.
And you can always tell when somebody's fidgeting and you're moving during the night. You will toss and turn up to 200 times a night on something that you're not comfortable on. On these, you move about 17 times a night.
The importance of a good mattress.
Yes.
Alan, thanks a lot for coming by and helping us all try to get a better night's sleep.
Thank you.
Appreciate that.